So on some pages of that document, you have a lot of different elements, different items. On page 32 and 33, when you have your document starting at 27, on page 32 and 33, you have a lot of elements, and they overlap. They are overlapping one on each other, and you may have the feeling that it's not easy to deal with overlapping elements, overlapping items, but it is easy if you are using the layers panel. So let's go to the layers panel, window layers. Okay, I'll detach it from the other ones by dragging it by its name. Good. Close the other ones. Okay. Okay, so this is the layer panel, and of course, those are different layers onto which you put different kinds of elements. You have a layer for the pictures, a layer for the pictures which go onto other pictures. They all overlap. They are overlapping pictures. You have a layer for the text, for overlapping texts. You have a special layer for the title on the first page of the document. Another special layer only for the numbering. You have a layer here for that picture, the black and white picture, which I put transparency onto it, and it is now light gray. And you have on some pages you have color backgrounds. You have to use that layer panel when you are dealing with InDesign documents. It will be far easier when you put all of the elements on their special layers. Okay, so you are looking at page 32 and 33. Let's try to remove the eyeball in front of the layer with the black and white picture, which is now light gray. Let's try to do it with the image layer, with the text layer. Good. Of course, if you put a picture on the text layer or a text on the picture layer, InDesign will not tell you. You have to organize yourself to not put an image on the text layer or a text on the image layer unless it is necessary. Sometimes it is necessary to put pictures onto the text layer. Okay, let's go on to the 30 and 31 pages. Spacebar in order to put the pages on the right place. Here, on the right position on the screen. So I'm looking at 30 and 31 pages. And here you have that layer which is called text on text. When you remove the eyeball, you see that it contains 2 frames with text. So now maybe it's a little bit easier to understand the purpose of that layer, text on text. Okay, let's go now to another couple of pages, 44 and 45. Okay, what's that picture here? Outside of the 2 pages design, you have an area on which you may put elements. How do we call it in English? Okay, the pasteboard, that's it. All around the 2 pages here, it is the pasteboard, and you are allowed to put anything you want onto it and use it or not on the document at any point of the building of the document. That's not a problem. Oh, look. Do you see this one? There's a question mark onto the picture. That's the link that was missing when I opened the document. Do you see there's a thin line in blue on the gray background? Do you see it? The thin line in blue. If a picture is inside of the area here defined by that blue line, it is okay. It is put into the package file, the package folder. When you ask InDesign to make a package folder by going through the file menu package, it will put all of the elements that are on the pages, of course, and also on the pasteboard, the image and text and everything, which are inside of that blue frame. But this one was outside, and that's why it is not in the package in the end. But that's not a problem, but that's why. Okay, that blue line, you may define its size by going through the File menu, Document Setup. Go into there right now. File menu, Document Setup. And here you have the bleed and slug settings, and it is the slug. Okay? Normally it is, there's no slug in a new InDesign document. But since I knew I was going to make a file package and I wanted the picture on the side of the pages on the pasteboard, I wanted them to be included in the package. Before doing the package with InDesign, I've increased the size to its max, the size of the slug. So that's a little trick. When you make a package with InDesign, if you want the elements that are on the pasteboard to be included into the package, just increase the size of the slug and make sure all of the elements are in part, in whole or in part, inside of the slug area. The blue line there.